When 0.4 first dropped, it came with 2 new stages, the Office and Stage 1 Hard mode. I managed to beat the Office stage pretty easily, but when I attempted Stage 1 Hard mode, the difficulty spike was like a hit from a truck. I failed many times, and I'm sure many others did as well. Of course, I would eventually beat the stage, and I still remember the character I beat that stage with. Nekomata Okayu was the first character I ever beat Stage 1 Hard mode with back in 0.4, and it was definitely due to the ease of her kit. Okayu's basic weapon throws an onigiri, which flies in an arc. It curves upwards and then falls down like how a ball flies, and bounces around enemies when it hits them, so aiming upwards is the most ideal way to get the most damage out of the onigiri. It was definitely a weird weapon back then, and at max level it throws 6 onigiri, and they gain the ability to inflict a slow debuff on enemies. As for her skills, they are all food related. Her first skill, Feast, makes it so that defeated enemies have a chance to drop different types of food apart from the usual hamburgers. These include cookies, ice cream, pizza, and turkey. Each heals Okayu for 1, 3, 5, and 20 HP respectively, and increasing the skill level increases the chance the enemies drop these food items. Her next skill, Yummy, increases the rate of food drops and also makes it so that eating food boosts her damage, speed, and crit chance for 8 seconds. Increasing the skill level increases the food drop rate as well as the stat gain. Her last skill, Sensitive Voice, increases her crit chance and makes it so that her critical hits have a chance to charm an enemy for 4 seconds. You can tell an enemy is charmed because they will be highlighted in a pink color. What makes charmed enemies interesting is that if Okayu touches a charmed enemy, she will eat the enemy, killing it instantly and making it drop XP as well as healing her for a percentage of her max HP. At max level, she will heal for 5% of her max HP, and the chance of a crit charming an enemy will be 20%. Okayu's special has some similarity to her Sensitive Voice skill. It makes it so that Okayu will eat any non-boss enemy she touches for 6 seconds as well as having a speed increase by 50%. It's incredibly powerful as it pretty much renders non-boss enemies into a non-issue as they become free healing for Okayu. So when I first beat hard mode with Okayu, my build was oriented around exploiting her special. Because Okayu's special essentially renders all non-boss enemies a non-threat, reducing her special cooldown with idle costume was my go-to strategy. I would run in large circles trying to cluster enemies, and then when my special was ready, I would fire it off, jump into a crowd, and eat all the enemies. Any damage taken would just get healed off instantly, and eaten enemies still drop XP. The only downsides to this build were that it couldn't deal with any bosses, and it pretty much sucked when the special was on cooldown, making this a very feast or famine strategy. For other key items, I would also recommend Sake as it adds an additional synergy to Okayu's food-based kit, and crits are important for charming enemies. However, if there is one thing you should get when playing Okayu, it's Jingisukan. Because Jingisukan's healing counts as a food heal, it automatically procs Okayu's Yummy skill, meaning that using Jingisukan pretty much gives you what is essentially an indefinite stat boost. It's pretty much made playing her a lot easier. Man, Jingisukan is really overpowered. So, that's Okayu. Thanks for watching. Please let me know who you would like to see next. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for future videos, and happy holocuring.